sunny day. Fantastic. I know.
Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. Your swag. Your swag. I see today glad Gucci and high five.
Even today you are Gucci.
Yeah.
Now you are Gucci.
My swag.
Now
my swag.
You are Gucci.
Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. Your swag. Your swag.
That one that one we do use it in live now.
In live.
Yeah.
Live one on one.
One on one.
So guys, we have much of the crew members onto the platform of today, and here we are at the forest. We want to hike.
Yeah. Remember, we still have 99%.
Exactly.
To
things
reveal.
to get out.
So it was an introduction so that you can got a seat, relax,
and
enjoy.
Fantastic.
And
here we are right now. Huh?
You feel fantastic.
Fantabulous.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So what's popping out, man?
Do you have a point?
What's popping up?
What's popping on? Let me ask the group. What's popping on?
He's absent.
Absent-minded.
Absent-minded. Fantastic, guys. Wherever you are, I am _Moges here. Welcome to today's vlog, where we are going to have a best moment ever possible. Where we're still revealing the truth. Still, we have just checking out 1%.
Yeah. Only 1% has gone out, and also we were talking about we have much of the things to reveal outside, and the most of the things that we want to get out are you know, now yesterday we never elaborated much well about what happened from the Conrad and also David, what they were up to and what they are up to. So you talk about this last time, you have that kind of a story on what and they were talking about somebody went and stole something from their home. And was beaten like a Cherokee drum. It was to the station.
Not a Cherokee drum. You know, a Cherokee drum is different than beat.
No, Cherokee drum.
Like you got you know, there is two different of beating. You can be beaten like a Cherokee drum, and you can be beaten like a lat. You know how you find a lat? How do you slap a lat with a slash?
Do you remember the time we were killing rats in Kenge's village?
Villa.
No, it was that store. Do you remember that time?
I can remember. And Nasto was the one who was jogging with them fantastically. And you know, whenever you want something from somewhere, you can do even nothing to make sure that you are sustaining your position. You know, even imagine now Nasto running with the rats.
Also, Morgan was there.
Yeah. No,
even at that time, even Jamaican Didi was around.
Yeah, you know what now becomes so fantastic is when Nasto is there. He has his own home there, but he comes to seek for what? For something. So he was told, what are you sitting there for? Go and kill rats. It's like now if you marry a wife, and whenever there's a party at your home, your wife is now, if she's a little bit not looking, you know, we are looking at the nyash and also the face.
Face.
Exactly. So you can
and the shape.
Yeah, the shape now. So whenever they see that this one doesn't rhyme with us, she's the one who is now directed to go and wash intestine, goat intestines, wash them with the fishes. So it's but others who are dressed well and doing fantastic grooming,
like the way you have. I think if the Wango will see you,
it will now. I think it will be standard alone.
How do you want me to be?
I can rate you. You
can rate me. Yesterday, some people were talking about. I
can give you 8 out of 10.
Yesterday, people were talking about. Hey boys, you know now you have to change the vests too much.
So they do being.
You know, something they don't know is that sometimes there is clothes for work.
Exactly.
And this is the work.
Exactly.
Now, if you have decided today, I will do this work with this clothes. it will be
the only thing in Africa is one. You cannot wear the way Mogesi is, and you see the Wareni were coming and the goats are outside, and you talk about I cannot go and take some goats outside.
In short, there is in Africa here we have clothes of working and clothes of
clothes of working, my friend. I tell you, nothing like that, my friend. You cannot tell me right now. You see, no. Let me tell you one thing.
I can't go with this one.
Let me tell you one thing, my friend. You have never seen it because you are now growing. You have never seen like we have maize here. Then right now, whenever you are passing, you see maybe a cow doing what? Grazing on that maize. Will you rescue the cow or what will you do? And now you will go home and and come to rescue the goat or the cow. It differs. This is Africa. So you have to go whenever you are just glad. Even me right now, the way I am, I can find my father is talking about, hey, where are you? There's something there, maybe go to the river there. I want you to take some yams from there and bring it back. So you will go back home, then
and change
and come back. So sometimes you have to bear the circumstances. So whenever you see us having the vest,
me, I'm using old ones, but I can't go with a new one.
It differs, my friend. Like right now, I tell you, I have yams here. You know, this is where I always grow my arrowroots. This is the position I have my arrowroots. So I tell you right now, I want you, me and you, we go there and we want to go and dig some 3 arrowroots. And I tell you right now, do you have lunch?
No.
You don't have. So can you go and dig 2 arrowroots and go with them home? Can you?
Because I'm hungry, I will go.
Thank you. That's why I was coming to that point. Now you'll go this way. Will you go home and change and come back? Thank you very much. So you are on my point.
Let's go inside to the point.
Exactly. So guys, what is now popping up is one, we were talking about, you saw the Condad and during what was there, and the Davy, which is the, hey dad.
The bodyguard.
Hey dad, you know, you talked about yesterday there were thieves here. You know that, you see now we are in trees, this is a tree. You know, this is hair, and you can see hair here. So, dad, what was going on?
Anyway, Daudi, jana mimi nilipokuwa napita huku ndani, nilipogundua kwamba chuma haziko, mambo yalibadilika. Najua mimi siku zote yani napoona hiyo mambo ikibadilika huaga mimi nafuatilia nikipata mtu. Lakini Daudi, acha nikwambie kitu moja. Nilipokuwa nikizunguka nilipatana kijana mmoja na nilimsuspect. Exactly, that is the only thief that I know.
So dad, what did you do with him? You know, I was in Philippines and I got there some very beautiful ladies. They have nyash, but due to views, I could stay there, but there's no views there. I had decided to come back home. You know, how do you decide about that one?
Daudi, mimi nilipomshika nilimpatia zake. Mimi nikaona mtu anataka tu upumbavu. Yaani mimi hupenda kurekebisha sana. Lakini sasa azinimpeleka kule kituoni cha polisi akilipitia chake.
So that did he pay you?
Anyway, Daudi, mambo na kulipo yani mimi sipendi, lakini kitu nilichomwambia mwache pale tu apate funzo.
So guys, what is now popping out is, you know, my dad yesterday got a thief and was stealing some steels from our home, and you know steel, guy. It is metal, and it's a steel. You know a steel how it is, and. I think my dad did something that was very good, and you know these people who are just at the village, they are thieves always, and that's why dad doesn't like them. So dad, how are they going to say? Did you pay the police so as they can be beaten?
Daudi, nikifika hapo yani mimi kama ni kukuchapa na kuchapa. Unajua hapo pia huaga na kupatia funzo. Yule kijana yani nimpatia funzo la kutosha. And anyway, sasa kama anaweza rudia, I don't think Daudi.
So guys, you know now my father might be very cruel here and more aggressive. So we have.
So guys, we have to continue with the revealing the truth. What is just ongoing into the village.
Today and tomorrow will be another day. Rindimari.
So guys, that's how the thing's gonna be. This now is called a tingo.
Yeah.
You know now, Davey was yesterday. You saw the how he put the video that people stole them, and it was not available. And he came and found that the things had been stolen already.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now that's why we talk about nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this because even the conduct was thinking about, okay, he's now more perfect. He can do anything, you know, and nobody can steal there. Nobody can do this. But due to unconditional circumstances and how the things gonna be, it has been now like even the people challenged, you know.
Yeah.
And this the thing that they are always talking about. Okay, I'm unchallengeable. I'm now this and this and this. But they saw fire without smoke.
Exactly.
And how can a person? Why can't you get a person and go and talk to the police? I have a suspect here.
Yeah.
Get the suspect. Go to the police. Why do you beat the guy? Maybe you want to show other people that you are so aggressive.
And do you know that those families, they do pretend that they are Christian?
Exactly. And do you know that he is the head of that church?
Yeah, he's the
He's the
conduct. He's the head.
The church,
not this,
the church elder, the church.
The church elder, exactly.
He's the child elder. I'm not touching my head. That is.
He's a monk. He's a monk.
No, a monk is some lawyer. So what is the real fact is one. Even these people are talking about their Christians, their what. It's something that is not even conspicuous, and this is what we call the Mickey Mouse at always outside here. Because if you cannot behave like a person of a church guy, and also make sure that you are dealing with some of the scenarios perpendicular with the law. Now, whenever he reached at the police station, the only thing is get this person to the police station and he lured some money, go and keep this person at the cell, or jail this person, and he was handcuffed. So, but the real story can come outside whenever this kind of a person can understand himself. Talk about now they beat me into an extent that I have to seek the medical attention, and maybe this person doesn't have anyone to do what, to help such kind of a person to go and talk about, I want to get a B3 or I want to get some of the medical attention, and I can sue these people back, because the law in Kenya talks about it doesn't matter how the guy has just stole from you.
Exactly.
The only thing is, if I suspect you are the thief, I'll just do what? I have recognized you are the one. I know where your home is. Or I've catch up with you. I'll just do what? I'll restrain you to make sure that I'm calling the police wherever they are. They come and pick you. But not hitting such kind of a person and now calling mob justice to come and finish the guy. And you know, David Juno was talking about one of the thief has been kicked until death. So I was just
making some dramatic
drama. You know, I was ever talking about people are talking about, okay, you know, even Kenge and also David Junior are the same. They like drama, but they want to form drama
so that they can be president.
Exactly.
Not
they need donations, and they're causing drama, and they know how drama is. So like right now is now tarnishing our names to make drama about it. So as the life every day, his own lives are coming out of drama.
He has to speak about Mogesi. He has to speak about Ginto.
He has to speak about Pablo K.E. He has to speak about the Nyabohanse podcast. And the real fact is one. Even yesterday, today I was speaking with Pablo K.E. And I met him, and he was talking about this is a very, very, very anthropiquous person who is not even understanding anything that's coming out, and is always causing some of the terrible chaos that are sometimes we can just talk about. He was telling me that if it could be a person who is minded well, like using common denominator and hypothalamus well, than using the accountant hypothalamus that is always using, talking about he can calculate. The only thing he calculates is the donations that are coming in. But the mind is not reading the real fact of what is going on. But if we can just focus and talk about, let me leave that hypothalamus that's reading only memory of money, donation that are coming in and tallying them. And make sure that I'm getting the brain that I can solve the issues. You bring, you know, even whenever you want to talk about, you want to form a government. We have stakeholders.
Exactly.
Whenever you have stakeholders, you shall have executive, you shall have what? Judiciary and legislature. So in his brought this platform, not knowing that who will be legislating them. He's an executive. He's the president in Nyabohanse. He brought it, yes? But he has to have the judiciary. So if you have a mistake, who will be correcting it? I can talk about Pablo K.E. I want you to be one of the people, whenever you see this person is not going well, call the guy manually. Talk to him, and also if the things gonna be not well, you can just speak to me so as I can speak to the guy, or we can agree as a team. But don't ever take a responsibility at your own with your mind that, okay, this is now my mind. I want to be doing what? I can judge anything the way I do because I have money, I have donations, I have people that I gave you in terms of subscribers, which is very foolishness of the highest order. And we ever talk about right now, I think he's now directing himself wherever he is, talking about he's now waiting for something that he doesn't know, you know?
Exactly, because he is not understanding himself what is
right now, he doesn't
next. What is next?
You know what he was talking about? I'm giving them 2 years.
Yeah.
The 2 years we are giving him, we are giving it to him.
Exactly.
And we'll be chased from Argentina. We never even go to Argentina. And the real fact is one outside here.
Yeah.
And do you think that the party gonna be there?
Nothing.
No
like,
party.
Nothing.
No party is going to be.
Party?
There's no party. So the real fact is one, he never understood who the real people are outside here.
Yeah.
And all the people who were supportive. Right now, we cannot talk about the sausage comes back to Nyabuanse. He can relate with anyone. He will maybe be hiding.
Exactly.
Because everyone
maybe
now is out.
He will just negotiate with the Oruaro ready.
Yeah, the underwear.
The underwear.
Only. And the, you know, sometimes, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
Some 2-3 days ago, I got a call.
Yeah.
And it was about who? The Oruaro.
Yeah.
The Oruaro was talking about, hey, Gintu, please. He was sympathizing like crying. I asked, hey, I know this sound. It's Oruaro. How are you?
Yeah.
Talks about, I'm very fine. What's the point? Why are you like you are crying? Let me tell you, Gintu. Let me tell you one thing. You know how she always speaks? Let me tell you, Gintu. I swear to the living God. You know how I've passed through this? I've passed through my husband has done this. I've passed through this. My kids are there. You know, somebody now is posting me that I was posting some nudity to the channel. So was it a fact or was it a lie? And I was telling the lady one thing. Don't go a place where you don't know where the matter started from.
Exactly.
She was there during that period of time. The sausage captured you and put you behind the bars.
Exactly.
And she was there talking about, you know, these people are so bad. Even me, I don't like them, you know. And yet, at a certain point, we were together. Yeah. And right now, we are talking about let's rectify some of the things, but they don't want to get the truth. And the truth, whenever they get the truth, they talk about we are going to the station.
Yeah.
Talk about now the Kenge firstborn. He was talking about I'm gonna be suing you, I'm gonna be going where? Right now, where can he go? And he knows that he was part of the program of the people who were part of sustaining themselves using somebody's body.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Even the ex-wife revealed the truth.
Ex-wife talking about it.
Actually, yesterday we were with Mogesi in live, and we managed to talk that thing about. You know, so it can be defilement. So
defilement.
So such kind of
you
the
know,
people of the
like.
Let me talk about this. The firstborn of the Kenge, he should stop fooling people. And the people they are just being fooled outside there. People they are being fooled outside there.
Exactly. You know one thing.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Imagine Kenge's driver. He was joking with a schoolgirl, and he was in jail.
Yeah.
So it means even the firstborn of Kenge, he can be jailed because he's claiming that I'm not the one who gave you the pregnancy.
But I was part of the program.
I was a part.
He was, in biology, we talk about something called a catalyst, or we have something called an enzyme. Yeah. An enzyme is a chemical reaction that take part of the reaction but cannot be reused.
Exactly.
So is that there? Even a little minute thing can take and can make sure that the reaction is going to a fully catalyst, but it doesn't take. It takes part of the reaction but cannot be used in that reaction. Yeah. So is the same person to this kind of a person of Kenge firstborn talking about I was part of the program, he was part of the, but he doesn't do what? The pregnancy was not his, you know? So that's how he wants to reflect these things outside, which is a pure abnormality that's taking place from this kind of the people. And right now, we have just talked about, we have another case now rolling out of, talk about the Diddy uncle right now, is now using people's property. Like you ever talked to one day that talk about Kenge one day used to your father because of the liquor and he was not able to pay your fees. You remember that one? And now they've gone to one of the certain family. They're telling the family that you have to migrate, yet they don't have anything to migrate them from there. We talked about they have many children, many people are living there, but what can they do so as if they could get something that, okay, I want you to get out from here, and as soon as possible, let me give you 20 iron sheets, go start constructing there. Whenever you finish, just go please and take the other houses there. But even right now, if they stay there, you cannot tell me that the conduct, however, you can be aggressive to anyone, you can just go there and demolish the houses. It can never happen. And right now, I've got the information that the conduct passed through that place, and he was looking for Irene Inaga, and he never found Irene Inaga, and the family was at a fear, talking about now he's gonna be coming there to chase them with an immediate effect. I'm gonna be going there to make sure that whatever happens, I'll be ready to film and give the people the good feedback on what is ongoing into that position. You know, now we go back to the same position of the plots. From the real fact of what is going on, and this now the trending issue of the plots right now. You know that if a Mzungu cannot come to Kenya and get a land, it's only for leasing for 90 years. But the real fact, he cannot buy. If he buys, it's 90 years. But if a Mzungu can use me to buy him a land, it's now registered onto my own ID and informations are mine. Now, this family is using those kind of the resources because of the Mzungu came and talk about, okay, I want to buy a land. So the only thing that Diddy Fred is doing is talking about, hey, Dad, have you got a place where we can just purchase a plot? Yes. Go and use your ID, or use my ID, or use your mom's ID, or use the David, or talk about Davies ID. And this is the real fact that is going on up to date. Now they're using their IDs, and even we talk about Aaron Dante. You remember the plot that D is claiming she has a plot. It's for Aaron Dante. And it's the real fact. And right now, she was the one who used her own IDs to register the land. And right now, Aaron Dante is no longer even available. And that plot right now, they want to construct there a house, which is for Dimwango. And that's the real fact about it.
And we remember the land of the Jamaican mom.
Exactly, the land of Jamaican mom, exactly.
And the Kengo was talking about, I'm just going to take his boys so that I can just take them to that land.
And right now he has planted there some bananas.
Some bananas there.
And people are talking about that plot is for that lady again. It will never be for that lady again. And also he was talking about, let me tell you the real fact. He was talking about, I've given you as a present or as a gift, did the uncle, you have helped me much. But people are just fooled. He just sent somebody called Kenge driver to go and kneel down and say that, God, you have made it happen. And the real fact is one, that plot doesn't belong to such kind of a person. And that plot, it was for the solar system that they were there. Let me tell you a story of the solar system. Whenever the party started, the electricity was cut from Nyabohanse. Because of high consumption of, and it could interfere with the transformer at Nyabohanse.
Actually, the machine during that time, the machine was being used at the Kenge Kingdom.
Grilling,
it was heavy,
grinding
until the transformer was busted.
Even the transformer busted in Nyabohanse.
Until now, in our village, you don't have electricity.
So I'm coming to that point now. Let me tell you this. So whenever that transformer in Nyabohanse busted, it's due to the Diddy Freddy was using much of electricity and misusing it. Then whenever the transformer busted, even Nyabohanse lacked electricity for 1 full month. You remember? So whenever they returned back the transformer, they talked about it will not be going until that far end of the villa. And now it reached a segment, they talked about this person should buy his own transformer, or he's gonna be using another transformer that's at a certain project there. Then he was talking about I'm the one who have pushed it so as we can have a transformer in projects there.
Yeah.
But due to the real fact is one, that transformer is always brought with an MP, a member of parliament of this area, and is the one who is responsible for that. And the member of parliament doesn't have hand in hand or doesn't go hand in hand with the Didi Freddy, the Kenge one. And the real fact is one day he called the member of parliament.
Who would you?
Remember?
In the morning?
Very early in the morning.
Who would me?
Now,
you, Mawera.
Yeah, exactly.
And Joma Talazo was there also.
Yeah, Joma Tarazo was there. Exactly. Then he called the guy and it was about, which village is that one? How was he talking about? Let me be the MP and you be the Kenge. He was talking about, which village is that?
MP, unajua hii kijiji ya Kiburanga. Na
it was Guitacho.
Guitacho.
Yeah.
Na kuna miji mingi tu hapa yenye haijapata like how many families?
Like 50.
Mukubwa, like 50 families.
Yeah.
They don't have electricity.
Then from there now, it was about, okay, write me the names and every member and they signed there the IDs and the names.
Yeah.
Did he do that?
No.
Did he correct the data?
Even he
nothing.
didn't.
So it was about, okay, now I have to show people that I don't depend on that electricity.
Yeah.
Now he called another person called Jalango TV, you remember?
Yeah.
So he called Jalango the MP again of that place is called where I have Langata. Yes. Langata in Nairobi. Yeah. Then he called the guy and it was about, hey Jalango, there's not just finishing the terrazzo here. I want you to come and land with a chopper here.
Yeah.
And from there he talked about, you have never received electricity one. Then Jalango asked, hey, you are MP, Matthias talked about you're gonna be giving the electricity. Yeah. Has he not? He has never one. Imagine even the party used generators, fuel, you know what, everything like that. And it was about, okay, I'm going to talk to the guy. Till date. When he called again, I was now me, the Kenge driver, and the Kenge. He was there and we were sitting there and he called the MP. Hey, you say that I send some of the details here. So can I send WhatsApp or what? He talked about, no. Now I told you several days ago, you have not responded. So buy your own what? Buy your own transformer and put it there so as you cannot ask for anything. Then he talked about contact the customer care of Kenya Power and get the information. Then he called the manager.
Yeah.
And then the manager talked about, I'm coming there to have a survey so as I can know what is going on, if we can just do that.
Yeah.
Then one day now they came.
Yeah.
They talk about we have put some transformer to that project, so we want to know if this wiring is good up to your place.
Yeah.
Whenever they came, they talked about okay, this wiring from his dad area, it is illegal.
Exactly.
It was put illegal, and he used 280,000 Kenya shillings to put the 272,000, and that line never worked. It was illegal. Even if in Kenya, this is what is trending. Even the people who are there working for that Kenya Power, or talking about we drill some of the holes, we put the poles. The people who are climbing, they had even the uniform called what? Kenya Power. Yeah. But you want shortcuts. That's what is now failing that person. You want a shortcut that I have money.
Kenge do like mostly second hand.
Second hand.
Even I remember there is a time where he started building the is it called the mansion?
Yeah, the villa.
Yeah. I was having the
microscope.
Not microscope.
Matrubini.
The one
is
for
telescope.
That's one of
telescope.
It's called what?
For zooming the far distance.
Yeah.
So he come to me. Oh, Mugesi, can you sell for me this?
So, I remember that.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
So I sell him only. Is it 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
And I take to the school fee. And that kind of the issue was when he go and search in a Google. It was cost like how many shillings? 13,000 or?
Didn't remember.
And
actually at that time that telescope, only one eye was used, so it was about no. If
So it fitted him.
yeah.
Who understand will understand. Only one thing was working.
Yeah.
So
a pirate.
one
pirate.
If one was working now, it fitted the guy. Fantastic.
A pirate.
And that was so fantastic now. And now let's go direct to the point how the 20 is now going.
Yeah.
So from that position, I can just remember whenever now the Kenya Power came, they talked about, no, you cannot have electricity here. You just buy your own what? Your own transformer. And it cost how much? It was 2.1 million?
It was
2.1 million. It was 2.1 million.
Yeah.
It was told 2.1 and talked about now where am I going to get this money from? And he had a person who was promising. You know, even these people promising too much.
Yeah.
Even him is always relying on some people. Hey, there's a person here told me gonna be buying me a generator.
Yeah.
Let me call the guy. I was about, I thought that you are going to buy a generator. Let me go buy a generator. I go one way. Oh, even them, they want about, hey, you talked about you're gonna be buying a generator. You wanna buy me a generator. How is it? Yeah, go to the shop and look for the price. Then he send me the price.
Yeah.
You are hooked up, my friend. Even them that are done that way. If don't think that okay, you are the person who maybe like you, person can just tell you, hey, you want, what do you need? I need a phone. Go to the market or go to the wholesale and see that the price. Then send me and the photo. You know.
Yeah.
Whenever you reach there, then you send the photo. The blacklisted already. And the same way is always because he's demanding too much and he has money. You know, and people always that just
you don't have money.
Eh?
You do depend on YouTube.
It depends on YouTube, exactly. And sometimes he make money. He make money from YouTube, yes.
Yeah.
But that money is enough for him to eat. But to even that villa, my friend, I'm telling you, it is at a mess. It's at a very big mess.
Yeah.
And he talked about the solar panels. No, whenever now it reaches solar panels, it never had money. I was the one driving him to the bank.
Yeah.
They go to search this bank, it doesn't reflect any money.
Yeah.
Christmas list had been caught in, had been jailed already.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, exactly.
And during that time, whenever he was jailed, now the master class was not working.
Yeah.
So the money was not appearing onto the account. So it was depending on the master class money to make the solar system. So the only people who are there, you talk about the Kenge driver, had what? Had some money that was sent to buy a plot, which was 650,000. And now you talked about, can I borrow your money so as I can add and talk about the Didi uncle to add me a little bit so as you can buy the solar.
Yeah.
And the solar costed 1.8 million, you know.
Exactly.
And that's what the fact was. And from there now, even the solars right now, they are using lithium batteries and something like that. People knows about it.
Yeah.
But whenever right now, how the things are going, how the thing go, it's now reaches at a time of maybe 4 in the morning or 2 to 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
It cuts.
It's cuts.
And now until morning, it's flat rate.
Yeah.
So the real fact is one, electricity is the best, but it never wanted to buy a transformer that could, imagine now you buy a solar, which are worth 1.8. How many are remaining? 300,000. Why can't you get that money to the people and make get a transformer so as we can help the village if you needed to help the village?
You know, actually, let me raise this point. You do talk about, oh, I do support the village, oh, I do this. You know, do you remember, or do you have a clue why he introduced why he released the sewage to the river?
The real fact was one, he never knew that it's gonna be going out.
Yeah.
And he knew that he has enclosed himself. No one could get there without no appointment or shooting videos were not relevant.
Yeah.
So he was just releasing it to the river because he knew that no one can ask because he has money and no one can bring it to the table and no one can bring it to the right people to see what is happening. So it was a suspense to him that Mugesi now shooted a video. Gintu has a video about how the release of such kind of the septic is going to what? To the river. And he was now intimidated to his own brain, talking about, oh, these people now. You remember he called you?
Yeah.
Talking about Mugesi. You met one-on-one. He talked about Mugesi, you want to jail me. Yeah? You are telling, you are putting videos that I'm releasing the sewage.
The sewage to the river.
To the river. Yeah. And he was about to be jailed. The only thing is Mugesi was not much consistent with it. Exactly. And they never introduced the people of sanitation in. If we could be like right now.
Yeah. No, the reason why he released that.
What was the reason?
He was wanted to get money from the villager.
Exactly.
So that he can just supply water. To the villager. That is the big MO for Kenge.
Exactly. I just remember he was talking about going to be drilling a borehole.
Yeah.
And also going to be pumping water, which will be what? Which will be going to the tower and supply to the village.
Yeah.
Or people will be coming to withdraw water from his comfort zone and pay for that water. Yeah. And will be pumped with them. If you want what, I'll be supplying even water to homesteads. Whoever want cold water, whoever want warm water. And that machine is not working.
It's not working.
Until date. So the real fact is one, the way you talk about karma is coming for you, it's now attacking him from the right squad. Because of all the people who are just chased out from that place, not paid. Talk about I have worked for 8 hours. Talking about I worked for 2 hours. I'm going to be paying you half money. Yeah. And it was so disgusting and people went out crying. Yeah. So right now, the way you talk about in 2 years coming, these people will not be available. I'm just talking about he is the only person who will not be available in terms of even he will not be accommodatable at where Argentina, you know. He will not be accommodated. You know, and the Argentinian long nose. Argentinian long nose right now. He wants that house to be finished. Then we'll kick that man out like a dog. Like a dog, my friend. You know, in Africa, you cannot sleep with a dog. You know, there was Zungus, the people who like pets muchly. Like even me, not even other people. But other people, a dog in house, it's prohibited. It's prohibited in a manner that a dog be into the home, you can just be hidden like a Cherokee drum, you know? Exactly. So the real fact is one, is now attempted to talk about, okay, this is how it's going, these are the tingo. So only things going to be coming to you live and it's one-on-one. We're going to be opening a little so as you can just gauge from this point to another point and you can get it. So from this position.
No, still we have the point.
Gonna be coming.
You know, actually the Kenge usually use people.
Yeah.
Is using and the misuse of people so that he can just get something from them. And that's why he introduced about the murdering, where he was just, he was used to tell me we were two.
Yeah.
Me and there is a lady.
Even,
yeah, even I remember there is a video that he was talking to that lady, talk about, oh, just don't go to school so that you can come and just teach you at the Mugesi, so that you can be a model.
Modeling guys.
Yeah, modeling. And with me, there is a lot of the video that he was used to make, talk about, oh, Mugesi.
Even that's even he asked you one day, talk about Argentinian long nose. Yeah. Asked you one day, Mugesi, this person who wants to get you to school, and how can I talk to him? Maybe he wants to send you back to school. Yeah. Do you think that didn't that person send money to them so as this guy can be? They were getting money there, but they cannot get it to you.
Yeah.
These people are so jealous, and this is what is Tingo, and I can just tell you the truth. There was so much money that was sent there via them to give Ernesto, to give Gintu, to give to give Kenge driver, to give Kenge firstborn. But no one could know. The only thing you're going to talk is, I'm going to give them, I have cash of Kenya shillings, but you can never receive that money. Exactly. And that's what has caused some of the chaos up to date about the Pablo KE, about the burial ceremony of the Rose DJ until today. And the last time you talked about these people are ungrateful, these people are not good like Pablo KE because of revealing the truth.
Exactly.
Revealing the truth, and that's the real fact, because they doesn't want to get the truth. People to be told this is a spade, call it a spade. They want it to be called a shovel where it's a spade. And that's where now we mess up. Even these subscribers who are always talking about, Gintu, you are lying, you are doing this, they're just pretending. They know. The only thing is one day they are promised. If you become my royal subscriber, I'm gonna buy you a land in Kenya. So whatever they are just doing onto this platform is just discriminate people, insult people, and you are promised a land which is not Canaan. And I'm very, very sorry about that one. Because you're gonna not give your land. You're gonna pay the monies to get that land, and it's gonna be his and his entire Con family. Exactly. And that's the real fact coming out from this session. And get that point for clearly, and it's for free advice.
And maybe the last point, then we will be raising what will be raised
next time.
Yeah. People, they are talking outside that Mogesa and the Gintu are the one that make the Kenge driver to go to jail. How?
So I've ever talked about this issue.
Yeah. Even yesterday night.
Yeah.
Where I met a lot of the women, like they were like 5. They were, oh, that boy Mogesa and the Gintu. Those boys are so bad. I heard that the Kenge driver was talking about that they are the one that take him to jail. Oh.
They're confused.
Yeah.
And I was ever talking about these people should be told the truth.
Yeah.
And the real truth I've ever talked about it. He is the only person who recorded himself.
Yeah.
And whenever he recorded himself, he posted that video not knowing in our WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
And people captured it and it was sent. And whoever talks about it, they will never tell you what is behind the camera. And that's why we are telling you what has been and how it has been.
Exactly.
And the real fact about him being put in jail, he used that lady I've ever broadcasted live. She was talking about, she was a dancer there and she was getting money there and she was being used there and they took advantage of their poverty at home.
Yeah.
And that's how the tingo is going. And the real now fact about it, the case was mentioned and I've ever talked about that case.
Yeah.
It was about he took his own male part and inserted to the female part of MD.
Yeah.
In a certain country, in a nearby country called Tanzania, and that's how the effect was done unto that place last year, 2023 December.
Fantastic.
And the second case was about, he was seen this year, 2024, early January and February.
Yeah.
The same country, nearby country, Tanzania, in a certain house, which is a lodge. Was it a lie? So was I there during that time?
Nobody was there.
And whenever he was now kissing and doing 2-3 things, shenanigans to that, was I there? Giving them, and the same area they're talking about in Tanzania, even people know it. That's why even the Kenge firstborn is always going.
Exactly.
And they have ever met with the person who was misusing the same person is just claiming about I'm not the one who pregnanted, but he knows how the things are going. And that's the real fact. And that's how the things are going right now. So keep it tuned, keep it locked. I'm going to be updating what is coming next, because whenever it reaches our time, we talked about you be stupid, we be more stupid than you.
Exactly.
Keep it tuned, keep it locked.
Next is going to
Ernesto
come.
here.
Ooh. Yeah.
Mayani is here.
Yeah.
Things are enduring.
Yeah.
We have to tell the truth. The truth will set free.
Exactly. Have you changed? Have you changed your mind?
Which mind?
Huh? You sold us, man, one day.
I'm good.
You are good now.
I'm blessed. I'm very good.
Fantastic.
Mayani.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Let's go. Tingo. Skria. Pa. Pa 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 pa.
Krishaka.
Wagwan. Thank you very much, guys. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. It's _Gintu onto this platform. Next time, we're gonna be meeting onto this area, and it's a tingo.
Exactly. And next time we are going to speak about one point. Let's give a
hint.
Yeah.
During
what's happened during the con mom was at the villa claiming that she was
handcuffed.
What's really happening there?
Not handcuffed.
Yeah.
Fractured.
Yeah,
exactly. And how Uncle Mo, the Gun Mo, was going there with the food. Laughing like a rat. Like a hyena. Every time. So keep it tuned. Next time, next video, next session. This is the events are going on and same position.
Makuda dati wana mana feeling.
Yeah.
Makuda dati mana sekedan.
Kido.
You're gonna hit him on the land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you on the land. Makuda dati mina body.
I pray one day.
Somebody give me a company.
Aha.
Let's meet to the
next video, next time. This is the point to go. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's underscore Gintu back again to the root of today. And today, it's today. Tomorrow gonna be another day. Coming out from this position live one-on-one. And gonna be having a little chit chat with you to make sure that you are getting much of the tension and how the things gonna be moving to this position with an immediate effect of today. Wherever you are, keep it tuned, keep it locked, subscribe, like, share, comment. If it's your first time you gauging and getting onto this platform of today, one-on-one. And today we are a little bit out of the village a little bit, and we're gonna be going back, but we are just talking about this how the thing go, because we have to get out a little bit and come back a little bit. And today we are not having much of the shenanigans from the village. Today we have to rectify the mistake where something gonna be very, very wrong, and we have to make sure that we are requesting for how things are gonna be onto this platform of today. So if you have not grabbed a seat, just grab a seat so as we can continue vibing today, which is one-on-one live from this position of the Ka Forest. Here we can call it Ka Forest. And this is the beginning. Whatever, guys, yesterday I just met one of the family yesterday, and she was called Irene Inaga. And whenever we went there, we were me and Mogesi, and whenever we reached there, we got that things are not the way we used to know them, how they're gonna be going. But unfortunately, we found that the family is really, really suffering on what is ongoing, and also they just talked about much about how the plot was, how they decided to do with the previous or the ex-person who had bought that land, and the Condad now came through and is now disrespecting everyone and is throwing some of the words to them. And the real fact of today is, again, they have complained about now they received that video and they received it in a bad way, which is a bad negativity. Then now the Congress that was about these people have to migrate with an immediate effect. So I was surprised about yesterday. It was a cry of justice to make sure that they can just be heard a little bit whenever you have money. And that's what is now trending in Yabuanse muchly, because if you have money, it's gonna be now seconding and making sure that even the people can be bribed to make sure that they can chase you out of the area. And what I'm sympathizing with is that the family is now talking about we can just sit down, just draw at the drawing board that this is how we have to do it, and this is not the way we have to do it. But they have talked about we cannot hear you in any manner, we cannot tolerate in any manner, and we cannot do anything that you are talking about. We can just do it. But how the things gonna be going onto this platform, I'm gonna be talking about we have to be so humanitarian. We just be in humor, so as even we can just get the little point about what is ongoing onto the village, and also what is ongoing with the neighbors who are surrounding you. And also you know what has been the position right now is about we ever talks about there's a time the Condad and also the David talked about they're gonna be coming for us, me and Mogesi, and they were talking about we are taking the responsibility to rectify their mistakes, and they never wanted it to happen, because it is now happening onto the platform, so as they can rectify it with an immediate effect. I talked about these people are now going to somebody and talking about, okay, I want this kind of a plot up to here, so how much do you sell this one? Talk about maybe it's 400,000, but whenever it reaches at a time, they give you less money, like I will be giving you in an installment of maybe 2 to 3 months, but you pay very less money. If it's 400, you can talk about, okay, let me give them 60,000 of Kenya shillings. And whenever now they talk about, okay, you talked about you're gonna be paying some months, so 2 months are now forgone. What's the issue now? They'll talk about, okay, you know how the Condad is always rude, talking about who told you we're gonna not to give you money, we're gonna give you money, so we are going to give you money, so be relaxed. So the guys talk about, okay, if you don't want the plot, please return our money. So as and whenever we talk about, I don't have the money, I have to look for another person to sell to, so as I can get the money and return it to you. And they talk about, no, I I want my money right now. If you don't have your money, I'm going to fence the land until you give me the money, or you wait as until I give you the money that I am raising unto you. And this is what is now ongoing up to date in Nyabuanse, because they talk about, okay, from here you have to buy this land, you have to buy this land, you have to buy, and most of the people who are just being controlled are the liquor people, who they just time a person or talk about the fathers of today. They are so much liquored, and they talk about, okay, let me see, maybe Ernesto's father, maybe Robbie Girl's father, maybe Sam Mogesi's father. Okay, these people are liquor. So whenever they are drunk already, they talk about, do you have a plot to sell? They talk about, yeah, the plot is there. So how do you want us to be? Give me 200,000, give me 400, give me 500. And you just realize it's that they are going to give you the plot with an immediate effect. But the real fact is, at the end, it is now becoming a chaos, because the fathers do speak unto the family. No one can just talk about, okay, I'm going to rectify my children, I'm gonna not to do anything, because this money, it might be going to them. And also you can find that these people, like maybe talk about the firstborn or talk about the secondborn. Maybe they join together with the father, talk about, okay, they're the leakers too, and they might talk about, okay, how do you want it to do it? And it's going to be happening in a heterozygous way, because they're going to be taking the money and go to liquor, and nothing going to be happening unto that kind of the position. And that's what is now happening unto the village, and we have to rectify such kind of the mistakes that our fathers are doing up to date. And yesterday I received a call, and the call was very, very special, and now we are tried now. I think now the Kenge person is trying now to call much of the people from outside. A person is now calling you and telling you that you know what, Gintu, I wanted to buy your land, and if you can just leave these things doing with the Kenge. And I was about what kind of the things are we talking about? So you want to make sure that the girls are exploited, talk about the villages are exploited, talk about our parents are being intimidated, we are also intimidated. So you know that this is the real fact about what is going on. So you want to rub it from the platform. I was about it cannot happen, and it will not happen, because what is not ongoing, you started it, now finish it, because you talk about Gintu is ungrateful. And also yesterday I was in one platform, and I can just speak this as a truth thing, and people are just talking about, yesterday I talked my truth about this is what has to be channeled, and that's how Jabuansa can move forward. But people came through and talk about, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that, get into your this way. So I knew how these people look like, and the real fact is nowadays Kenge doesn't have the content to give people outside here, and I always go for the live, so as it can bring people down, and also talk about he likes drama also, because the people are talking about drama, Gintu this and this. The real fact is one, even Kenge like very much drama, because every time is Mickey Mouse here, Mickey Mouse from there, Mickey this from here, Mickey of that one from there, maybe Mickey cat from here, Mickey dog from here. So this is how the things want to be moving. And nowadays is just tackling much of the sessions, talking about now the Pablo KE. Even right now, I had a Pablo KE. I don't know if Pablo KE can be available, so as he can just talk about anything onto the platform. And you know, the live of yesterday but one, Kenge was talking about Pablo is now disrespectful, and he's talking about the money that was ate, and he just flew with it to the United States, talk about to Argentina, and it was 700 USD. And also talk about there's a mom from UK, she gave her own money to contribute to the funeral of Rose DJ, rest in peace, but the money never reached to the segment. So whenever Pablo KE comes out and talk about I never received that money, is that wrong? And this person knows right away that he took the money, and he does not return the money back to where it was supposed to be deposited. But it's a very, very bad habit that this guy is showing unto the community, and also talking about these other people are bad and manipulating. Now Pablo KE talking about, okay, this person is lying this way. Why can't you show the receipts that you transferred the money to this guy, or you just took the chances, and you are the one who caused the death of Rose DJ? And that's the real fact, because we were there. And your person who is your driver was the one who was chasing people from that position. And as guys ever talked about we were at the villa until that time, and one day Kenge driver came out and talked about I don't need tinned here, I don't need this kind of person here, and this is an order from me. I was about why are you ordering people to move yet? Whenever you have given the responsibility, go talk to the person correctly that it's not good so as you can just come and see Gintu is here, talk about okay, you Gintu, I don't want to see you onto this position. So I don't know what's the thing that's gonna be going. Let me hear from guest. Hey, mre. Vipi? Mumefika Iraha town nama center? Hapana, usifike center. Mmeingia na hiyo njia.